going. Hey. Episode 19, man.
Dude, we're on episode 19. This is absolutely
we've got one
fantastic.
of my favorite people.
Dude, he is one of my favorite humans.
He's one of my favorite fast-talking swindlers.
Yes. Oh, and there. And just in case I don't want to blindside you, but there is going to be a bit of foreshadowing for this upcoming season. Yeah. So
I don't know if you can hear our sound effects.
A little bit.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I heard the ominous dun dun dun.
Yeah. Just so you know something's coming.
Okay, good. I'm braced.
we will. So basically, we're just going to run off of small slides here because since you can't see what we're looking at, it doesn't make a lot of sense for me to go. We're going to cue this slide because Nick, who's somewhere else, can I don't know, not see what we're talking about. So
Does he really need to though?
I mean, he kind of wings it anyway.
Pretty much. I mean, don't we all?
Just describe what you're looking at in very crystal clear detail, and that'll be most of the podcast.
Currently
it's
on
bigger than a baby's arm, but smaller than the bread box.
I see a dirty hippie that's not really dirty in a hippie style room.
Totally hippie style room
with an epic mustache.
Yes. I'm glad you kept the mustache.
Yeah, well, I wasn't gonna not show up on camera without the mustache.
Yeah.
Wait, could you pull that off, or is it like?
No, it's actually I just wake up this way.
Oh,
fantastic!
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
I like it.
So just get on my level.
Oh, it's gonna be that kind of show. And thanks for tuning in today.
Wow.
Wow, shots fired.
Well, we are. I'm with pirates after all.
No. He is not a pirate.
Oh.
No.
He is a lord.
Yes.
He is a lord. He looks like a pirate.
It looked like a pirate.
Looked like a pirate.
Yes, I have a whole new outfit and everything for this year, so I got new drip.
This is episode 19.
Episode 19.
Hello, friends.
Hello, friends.
I'm Rob.
I'm Keith.
And we are the Renaissance Rascals.
We are.
Today we're going to be joined by this mysterious person who is going to tell us how they Flim Phlammed. It's really hard to say. Flim Phlammed his way onto the Renaissance Festival.
And he completely did, too.
But before we get to that, let's talk about today's sponsor.
Unofficially,
today's sponsor is Son of Sandlar.
Yes, get yourself some boots. Quality footwear.
You have them.
I have Son of Sandlar boots. They're absolutely fantastic.
I've contemplated buying them.
Yes, I really am trying to get like a petition put together for them to actually open up a booth at CRF. That way it's more readily available. But you can go online.
And then we could actually shoot an advertisement right there.
I know. They actually had a booth when I went down to Sherwood Forest.
I think they actually have a booth down in AZ.
Oh, do they?
They may.
Oh, fantastic.
We'll check it out.
All right. But yes, Sons of Sandlar, quality footwear. I've had mine for a few years now.
Right.
Still haven't had to have them
and
resold.
They are very, very beautiful.
Oh, dude, they're comfortable as all get out, man.
Although we were talking about this with Royston. Mink oil. Do you use mink oil on your boots?
So I use a combination of leather conditioner and Vaseline. And that's the way I keep mine.
No, but what do you use on your boots, though?
So
wow,
yeah,
it's gonna be that kind of show.
But check out Son of Sandlar at sonofsandlar.com.
Yes,
Sandlar, not Sandler.
Yeah,
not
Adam has
Sandler.
nothing to do with this.
He has nothing to do with this. But check those guys out. Most Renaissance festivals actually encourage the use of their products. It's really good products.
No, they're really good. I'm very pleased with my purchase.
With that said, today
we have a guest. He is.
And there he is. This is none other than the glorious, hilarious, charismatic.
Yes. What? Quick talking.
Quick-witted. Well, no. Quick talking.
Quick talking.
Yes, we've had this conversation.
Yeah. Let's be
let's be honest. What's that?
Can you turn him up?
No, I can't turn him up.
Turn him up.
No.
You
don't need to hear him.
I really don't want to, but since he's like right here.
What if I just talk directly into the microphone?
Yeah.
How's
that?
That's all right.
Is that better?
We'll make it do.
Okay.
Closer, better, warmer?
I really can't do anything about that because if I do turn him up, it's going to turn up the background here.
Oh, okay.
So, sorry.
Or you can just take the background out.
Oh, you want me to take the background
out? Yeah,
out?
And then that way we can turn him up.
Well, actually, we'll do this.
Because at some point during the next hour or so, he may say something poignant, and I don't want to miss it.
I doubt that. It is Fin Phlam.
I know. I'm just saying he may. He may say
Well,
something
if this is the
worthwhile.
whole show. I don't have to sit around for this.
Hey, you started with the shots, sir. This is
You're right.
all on you.
Yeah.
You're right. My bad.
Yeah,
My bad.
no, I know.
set the tone.
Okay, there we go. How's that?
Check 1, 2.
Yeah. All right, that should be better.
Yeah.
We should be better there.
There we go.
Okay.
All right.
I will.
So
have
yes,
that
we are
pronounced.
joined by the one, the only. His name is Fin Phlam, but you may know him as
Nick.
Nick.
Salutations, Internet.
How are you doing, my friend? It's been a while since we've spoken.
I'm doing very well. Thank you guys again so much for having me on the show. This is really awesome.
Absolutely.
You have been a point of conversation for us on multiple episodes.
Yes, you have.
In a good way, because one, as an actor, both you and I were rookies this year.
Yes.
It was really fun playing with you in the scenes that we were able to play together.
Yes, it was.
But we'll save it for a little bit further in the conversation. The specific one that, oh my God, you almost tripped me up. which I had to outmaneuver you, but I was on the verge of just like
That's the goal.
that's the little foreshadowing for right now. But
Yeah.
do the audience a favor, man. How long have you been doing acting?
Oh gosh, I've been acting professionally since I was in high school. But I started acting in middle school.
Okay. Anything
yeah.
big or just like local school play type stuff?
When I was in school, it was just local school stuff. But then
Okay.
after I graduated high school, I started to act a little bit more professionally. I did
Okay.
Shakespeare professionally
Nice.
for big auditoriums,
Okay.
and I did
Which
a couple
plays?
commercials, a couple of stints in TV, and I had done a movie that you could probably still find on Netflix. I think it's floating around still.
It's
out
on
there somewhere.
Netflix. Are you sure it's
Yeah, I believe
Netflix?
so.
It's not like something fans.
Yeah. No, did I say Netflix? I meant moviedump.xxx.com.
Yes. And,
my bad.
What's the movie on Netflix?
I know,
Now,
I'm like-
now I want to watch it.
yeah, I've got Netflix and a whole bunch of free time.
It's called Exit Strategy.
Exit Strategy.
It was when I was just I think I was like 20, maybe 21 at the time.
Okay.
So I've got baby face, and it's a great movie about this guy who wants to break up with his girlfriend, but they just moved in together, so he's now trying to break up with his girlfriend but still live in her house.
Got it. Okay.
And what role do you play?
I play Scoop, the quirky comic relief who shows up every few scenes and gives our main antagonist horrible advice on how to break up with his
So
girlfriend.
not far from the truth.
So
then.
so art imitates
Yeah.
life is what you're saying.
Yeah, it was, I remember the phrase being thrown around, how much of that was you? And the response being, that was all me.
Yeah.
So,
Now I don't want to, and Keith and I talked about this. I just briefly I have to bring it up, but I don't want to like overshadow anything that you do. But you do have a lineage of acting in your family.
that I do. I do.
I mean, I'm not gonna. Let's do this. Let's play a little game with our audience.
Ooh,
if you think you know who he's related to, put it down in the comments below.
Ooh, I know who he's related
You
to.
don't count.
No, you can't. Shh.
Okay,
You can't
fine.
give it away. And you don't want to tell Nick. He may not know.
That's true.
Yeah, wait. Who am I related to?
Exactly. Are you my daddy?
You guys don't look like Ancestry.com.
Yeah, right.
No, clearly not.
So Shakespearean, which plays did you do?
I did Twelfth Night, Much Ado About Nothing.
That's a good one. I
and,
like that one.
I love that show.
Much Ado About Nothing is awesome.
And I did Romeo and Juliet, but I was neither. I can't
What was
remember who I was.
What was your role? I played Tybalt, and I also did. I was also an understudy for Mercutio
Oh,
in a different one.
I was Mercutio. That's
were
right.
you?
I was Mercutio.
Oh, so you had the freaking epic monologue.
Yes,
That
Ooh,
is-
had to,
Yeah. And then you die.
I usually like to go for more comedic stuff. Go figure, right?
Shocking.
You know what I think you should try to do is do Taming of the Shrew. I think you would make a great Petruchio.
That would be fun. I could probably do a really good Petruchio. Petruchio is I did draw a little bit from him
Okay.
in Fin Phlam too.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
just his, like,
the verbosity.
yes, exactly.
Okay.
The slick, sly, kind of greasy. Yeah.
Yeah, the greedy. What's some of the other ones that Petruchio? He is such a conniving bastard.
He is. So,
He's
but
awesome.
I didn't want him. I didn't like. Obviously, Flim Flam's not like evil or heavy or anything like
Well,
that.
Petruchio
but I
wasn't
did-
evil though.
No, not at all.
He was only
No.
doing it for the money.
Exactly. So I wanted to bring a lot of that energy into it as well, but still keep it very like goofy, silly, fun.
I mean, since you brought it up, walk me through like the process of how Fin Phlam came to creation, man.
Because you have worked Renaissance fairs before, correct?
I have, yes.
And so what was
started-
your character in those fairs? Was it the same kind of thing, or?
No, not at all. So I first started going to the Renaissance Fair when I was like 16. My mom ended up taking me, and we brought a bunch of our friends, and we all dressed up. And I was like a barbarian, or I tried to be like some sort of barbarian.
I can't see
at the
that
time.
at all.
I can't.
And I tried to get pictures of these, but my mom couldn't find any. My original costume, I was wearing UGG boots with like the top folded down a little bit, so it had like a little furry booted belty.
Oh,
I was just the fanciest barbarian.
No, you missed a conversation, and now my head will not let this go until I let this out.
What?
The conversation was with Royston, and it was like when somebody walks into a room, a song that scores them in, right?
Yes.
All I can see right now is with the boots and the fur.
The fairy looking at her.
He hit the flow. Next
hit
thing
the
you
flow.
know.
Wow. All right. So
Sorry, I
so,
had to get rid of that one.
so
No,
definitely
that's great.
definitely a different iteration from
Totally.
what we have here.
Right.
So then what was so now we kind of come to last year, which was your first year at CRF. So how did you come up with
Flim.
Fin Phlam and like what was your inspiration for that?
So Eric, our casting director and the director of the fair, he really steered me in this direction. So when I went to the audition,
I could totally see this
Yeah.
happening too.
yeah, now you know, yeah. So when I went to the audition, I really didn't have any. This is this. I was coming in knowing that I wanted to be a part of the fair, but I had no other ulterior motive. I had no other like plan to be a certain type of character. So when I did my monologue, I did a couple of jokes, we improv'd a little bit, and then Eric asked me, he's like, "So what do you want to do for fair?" And I'm like, "I just, I would like to be a part of it."
Which is fair.
Yeah.
Which is fair.
Yeah. Hang on, wait, what are we doing here? And he was like, he kind of looked at me with a curious little, a quizzical little scowl, and he was like, "You know what? I think I have an idea." And he asked me if I had ever heard of Autolycles from Winter's Tale.
Okay.
Wow. Okay.
And I hadn't. But when I did a little bit of homework, and he told me he's like a rogue, a thief, a pickpocket, but also like a swindler and a peddler. And I went home and I did a little bit of homework, and I read a little synopsis of the play and his character and stuff like that. And immediately I knew that I knew how I was going to play it. He wanted just a fun, silly, shisty, like conniving, roguish character. And I thought, okay, well, I can do like a rogue and a pickpocket, but like, how's that going to play with the audience? It's not really.
Yeah.
How can I make it? How can I? Yeah, like I don't think the audience would take very well if I was following people around and like rummaging through their crap while they were like trying to buy a turkey leg or something.
Right.
Although
right.
that would be hilarious for the cast,
That would be funny.
Very.
especially
Ooh, you know
when
what?
Chad got a hold of you.
Pin that. I'm gonna pickpocket one of you this season.
Oh, dude, by all means.
Oh yeah.
By all means. Just be prepared to lose a finger or two.
Oh yeah, no.
That's
I got it. Don't worry,
foreshadowing.
we're fine.
Yeah, he's got more.
You gotta
It's
buy
fine.
me a drink first, but like we'll talk about it.
Sure.
I mean, I'll buy the drink afterwards.
Yeah. Okay. Great. But I knew that I wanted to take that idea of being someone kind of like seedy and like greasy salesman and just turn it into a character, a salesman, a trader who can wander through the crowd and like talk to people and just have really awful, terrible things that I'm trading.
Yeah, for example, the waxless
Candles.
They're dripless candles. Thank you.
Oh, dripless candles. Yes.
The sass, man.
Yeah, and so from that moment on, I was like thinking, well, what bits can I make of like junk and garbage? And yeah, the dripless candles was one. The Italian gold with just macaroni in my pockets. That's another really good one that people love. And yeah, I also drew from like, merchants from video games like Beetle from Legend of Zelda.
Oh,
who's
yeah.
got that big backpack and he
Yeah.
just wanders around with all the crap hanging off of it.
Yeah.
I really wanted to incorporate that as well, and so that's where my big traveling backpack came from.
Dude, so it's kind of cool when I hear people like especially a fellow rookie who comes up with their where their inspiration for their costume and their character comes from, because it's like, you didn't go super big as far as like, oh, I need to have this most expensive blah blah blah, or I'm gonna spend like $200 on this sword or anything like that. You went very simple because you were given a role, right? And then you just kind of fleshed it out on your own. Well, you were given the concept, I should say.
Exactly. And I didn't want to go too big with it either. Like I thought I had it in my head that I wanted to have like a shop stall that I could hang around my neck, and I ended up making a little bit of a table that I can use, but it just doesn't hang right. But yeah, I also didn't want to go too big because
you got to lug it around.
Yeah, exactly. I got to be walking around, and I also like my whole character just plays with garbage the whole time. I'm just covered in trash.
Ooh, like the great Trashy from frickin' Labyrinth.
Yeah, kind of.
Ah, exactly.
Yeah.
I'm the trash man.
Yeah.
He's coming to throw trash all over the ring.
I mean, dude, that is a really awesome story. And I mean, that to me, it speaks volumes. So what do you see in the future for Flynn?
Yes. Oh, great question. So this first year was a lot of just like growing into the character and letting Flynn tell me what he speaks like and how he talks and what his favorite things are, and it was just kind of growing into the body of Flynn.
Right.
I think the future of Flynn is doing bigger, getting more groups to gather around and doing almost like a trade show type thing.
Oh, that's
like,
awesome.
Come here, come watch me, come look at my crap.
You know what I think would serve you the best is if we somehow got together the trinket traders for you.
Yes.
Because then it's 100%. Now it's Flynn's market. You know what I'm saying? And now you can sit there and fast talk your way through, brokering trade for one customer to another or something like that. Like that would be, to me, that would be the next evolution.
Yeah, I could definitely see that.
I think that would be cool.
It's cool that you brought up the trinket traders, because going into this, I mean, like, I didn't even know that I would actually be trading stuff with people all day long. That was never like an idea or a thought that had crossed my mind. I thought I was just going to be doing props and fun jokes the whole time.
Sure.
But as the fair went on, Flynn really became sort of like the liaison for all the traders that show up.
Yeah.
And it's just sort of coalesced into him being like the essence of trades at fair, and I couldn't have imagined that going for this character, and I absolutely love that that's where he's headed.
I think that's the way that we need to do it is we need to start the Renaissance Rascals need to start promoting Flin Phlam's
Trinket
trading market.
Yes.
You know, I mean,
Flim
that's
Phlam fine things, baby.
because that would be cool. We just set you up like at the wood chips.
Have you ever wondered where the swap meet it started? It
Yeah.
started in Larkspurshire with Fin Phlam.
Absolutely, and that's, I mean, because Keith and I have some big things planned because we're going to be walking partners again, and we're going to do some really fun stuff because, you know, one of the things that I took away from last year was like, dude, we can bridge gaps, we can create relationships, and we really should be hyping each other up.
Oh, for sure.
You know, so if you come up with an idea or like maybe we kind of feed into that idea and then all of a sudden, you know, somebody, I don't know how many people asked me about like trinket traders, and my response was, oh, well, you just got to kind of walk around and find them. But now I'm going to turn around and say, oh, you're looking for Master Phlam.
Yes.
You know,
Yeah.
And maybe I'll, you know, whatever adjective I want to throw in front of that, you know, like you're looking for the fast talking Fin Phlam. He is the purveyor of the very first flea market. That's his terms. He
You're
may or
looking
may
for
not
that
have.
nerd with the backpack. Go find him.
He may or may not have fleas, and that's why they call it a flea market. You know, something.
Oh, that's really good.
You know what I'm saying? Like feed into
Yeah,
you
totally.
so that you have your little bit and like kind of like the vegetable bocce thing, except for we make it about you.
Yeah.
And
Because we know it is all really about you.
well, at least the trinket trading, I think, should be.
It should, you know,
How many places?
Rob and I talked about this on several of our previous episodes, and it was really cool to see you come in, you know, as a rookie to this fair, you know, and kind of take it over by storm. You were probably one of the most sought after people.
Yes.
That people, you know, would ask us about. Hey, have you seen the guy with the that has the stuff? And we're like, oh yeah,
my
Flim Phlam.
gosh.
Oh yeah, where's he at? So I mean, it was really cool. And then to hear kind of your story about how it started out as one thing, and what Rob and I always talk about is organically growing something.
Yeah, the and then.
And your character kind of organically grew into this kind of larger than life, you know,
Personality,
SWAT meet hero, you know.
And the cool thing is that without even talking about like that, you know, we ask you simple questions like, what's next? You know, you've already got the and then planned out, like the growth for the next step of the character, which a lot of people don't have. I got to create the role for this year.
Yeah.
You know,
Right.
I had zero idea going into this year. Like I've never done a festival. I've done stuff on television for the Armed Forces Network. I've done radio. I've done small parts in high school productions. I've done some Shakespearean stuff, but like that's local community theater. So nothing major, but seeing a fellow actor go, okay, I want to make this role mine, and I want to let it grow and breathe and then make it keep going and just kind of follow where it goes.
Exactly.
I walked into it and was like, all right, cool. I'm an Asian pirate who's here to trade, and that's the end of my story.
Yes.
Because that's all I had. And then Keith was like, cool, you're with me. And then he wrote something that attached me to him, and I was like, okay, cool. And then I changed it slightly with a little bit of an edge, because if you've ever watched Keith and I walking down the lanes, I know you've seen this happen, but I don't know if you've seen the specific thing. Keith will engage.
So you guys hold hands.
Oh, it's great.
I love it.
But Keith will engage with little like children, and especially if they're dressed up like princesses and stuff like that. So that I have no part in that scene. I have zero interest in that scene as a character. I don't want to talk to your mongrel children. That's the way that Yen Sheng thinks. So what do? Well, I guard his back to make sure he doesn't get a knife. Because if he dies, I have to make friends with somebody else. That is the character's thought process. I'm like, okay, cool. So now we're changing things. And like I said, it's very refreshing to hear somebody else that's like, and then I want to do this. And then I want to do that. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. My
But-
gosh. Well, I mean, you could lie and say that you've done this a million times before because I would have never guessed. I honestly thought that you were coming back for a second
Oh
time.
no! I actually, and I'm gonna do a little bit here to inflate your ego slightly. You actually inspired me to kind of step up my game a little bit because I saw what you were doing and I saw the energy that you were putting out, and I was like, that I'm not gonna do what he does because, and I've said this to you before, I cannot do what you do. You have the fast talking down. You have the attitude down. You have all of that down. So I will never try to out Fin Phlam. It's not going to happen. It's realistic. There's only one. There is only one Fin Phlam out there in the world, and I can't do it. So I'm going to outmaneuver you. I'm going to try to outmaneuver you the best way that's possible. To let everybody else in on the joke, the story time.
Story time.
I love story time.
Yeah, well, originally it was supposed to be. I was trying to force an interaction for another castmate. I'm not going to say his name because I don't want to embarrass him. If indeed what I say is embarrassing. But I wanted him to play more, and I wanted to show him how his character is a man of action and is not meant to be funny. So I wanted to showcase the way to play that without degrading the character that you've created. And you weren't supposed to be part of that scene.
At all.
At all. It was ambushed, and it couldn't have happened better.
He flim-flammed his way into our interaction.
He did, because when we approached you, you were already speaking with His Majesty, and you were discussing a debt that was owed. And then we happened upon.
He's like, "Oh yeah, I remember that."
Right.
And the funny thing was that you were trying to do what you do as Fin Phlam, and you were trying to bargain your way down on the amount owed. And the other cast member was tried to jump in there with you and tried to outmaneuver, like tried to outtalk you. And I'm like, this scene is going off the rails because Nick has basically stolen the limelight. I need to gain control of this because it's floundering. So I just reached down and I grabbed my fan and I popped my fan, and everybody stopped, and it was the coolest thing in the world to me because I was like, whoa, everybody's looking at me now. This is great. And then I hit you with in the Middle Kingdom, when one cannot pay their debt, we do not forgive nor lower, we usually triple. And the look on your face was like, wait, what just happened?
Wait a minute.
and everybody was like, oh my God. And then the Marquess was like, ooh, I like that idea. And His Majesty says, yes, so triple. That would make it
50.
Or no, it was supposed to be like 36 or something like that. And I threw out, I think an even 50 makes it sound good.
Yeah.
Has a nice ring in my ears. And I saw you out of the corner of my eye going, shut up, what are you doing? And then we rearranged, we arranged a follow-up scene that we were supposed to meet at the stocks at 4:30. And you show up with this brick house of a dude. I mean,
It did.
this guy, and to this day, I will always remember this guy's introduction.
I am Iron Bear.
I am Iron Bear. He's so ready to be Iron Bear.
And he was like, I do not fear your steel arrows and blah, 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 blah. And I was like, okay, obviously this dude's in character. He wants to play. I'm going to let him play. I'm not going to shut him down. This is going to be too
ramped
fun.
that thing up to 100 real quick.
He did. And I saw that. I looked up and I see the smug look on Nick's face. Like, haha, I got you. And I turned around and I spun it on you where I was like, he's bargaining with you on money that he does not even own. And now he has nothing. But I'll tell you what, in this coin, I count 30. I'll give you 10 seconds per coin there, Flynn. You might want to run. And you were like, that's not fair. And you turned around and you ran away. And it was the funniest interaction I had all year long. And I was like, that was cool. And then I tried to find you later and I couldn't catch up to you because I was like, dude, this guy has seriously not given up the fact that the scene's over.
Yeah.
He's still going. I'm like, okay, I'll catch him afterwards. It's fine. Yep. But I mean, dude,
I thought Iron Bear was going to be chasing me. I just kept running.
I would have too.
I mean, I would have climbed a tree.
Right?
He probably would have knocked down the tree. That dude was massive.
That guy was huge.
There's not many dudes that make me look small, but he was one of them.
So on the back end of that, how the hell did you get that guy to play along?
People like trading. I was wandering around. It was close to 4:30. I was in the green room before that, and I was just kicking around, and like 4 o'clock rolls around, and I'm like, oh, I got somewhere to be. Shoot, I'm going in there like totally defenseless. Like, what am I gonna do? How am I gonna talk my way out of this? And I start cruising around, and I see this guy, and I'm like, "Oi, come here for a second. I want to talk to you."
I could totally see that in my head, just unfolding.
And you totally can't. I'm walking through the lanes, and I stop like dead in my tracks, and I'm like, "Oh, you come here." And he comes up, and I tell him the situation. I'm like, "Look, I'm in a bit of hot water with the king. I'm set to be in the stocks. What say you? I pay you just to be bodyguard and keep me out of trouble. What you say?" And he's like, "No, I don't know. I got somewhere to be." And I'm like, "I'll trade you anything." And I go through my spiel, and I do the string, and I do the macaroni, and he's like, "All right, I'm in. Let's go." And we just make our way.
I love it.
For a handful of macaroni, I have a bodyguard, baby.
100% Fin Phlammed Iron Bear,
Yes.
dude. That is funny as get out, dude.
It was great.
I think you need to make buttons that say "I've been flammed."
Ooh.
Oh,
And every time you make a trade, they get a little button.
that would be great.
Actually that could be done very inexpensively.
Yeah, just those little,
You just need
buttons.
the wooden buttons.
Yeah.
Little wooden. Yeah.
I might know somebody that can laser engrave those for you.
Yeah, I would just need either a laser engraver or somebody with like a hot knife wood burning kit.
No,
And
I
we
would just
hand
have them laser engraved, man.
that would be super fun.
Let me see if I can get you like 50 of them or something like that.
I went to the Colorado Renaissance Fair, and all I got was this lousy Flim Phlam.
All I got was flammed.
I got
All
flammed.
I got was flammed. I love that.
That is,
Oh my God.
that's kind of what Keith and I like. This
This is what we do.
the
We
whole,
inspire.
The whole thing, like morphed from let's do acting lessons and teach people about how to build a good character, and then it turned into oh my God. You know how much damage we can do if we unleash a bunch of people, and then wait, let's go ahead and encourage the craziness out of all of our castmates.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Like I'm actually for Phineas, I'm actually building a bag for him, a scroll bag.
Oh, you are?
Yeah.
Finnegan.
Finnegan. I built a scroll bag for myself because one of the things that I'm going to be doing is I am going to hand out scrolls, letters of marque for some of our piratey friends.
Some foreshadowing going on.
Where's my button, dude? What the hell? You're off. There you go.
Dun.
Okay. And then also, perhaps like some love letters because that's kind of neat.
I like that.
And then also some song lyrics because we were talking about it with Royston, and one of the big problems is that we don't want to give a patron a copy of our songbook. But
Right.
if I create a scroll that has said lyrics on it, now I'm giving them something to take home.
Brilliant. And something for them to do at the closing gate. They can sing along with us.
Exactly.
Aye, sir.
Yeah.
Aye, sir.
Amazing.
And the other thing, and this is something can I tell them about the Spy Master?
The what?
The Spy Master idea that we had?
The Spy Master.
Will you have to kill me afterwards?
No,
I don't know. I don't remember what it is. So go ahead.
Okay, cool. So
We have so many ideas. I forgot what this one was.
One of the concepts that the end then for Yen Zhang is
yes.
he is going to be a spy master for Lord Robert Adelborn.
Oh, I love this.
So because I've ordered, and this paper is amazing. I wish you were here. I could show you. Texturally, it is a linen paper. Okay, so it's very it's heavy, it's beautiful. But I'm gonna create these little scrolls, like that are about that big.
That's perfect.
So about 2 inches, maybe 2.5 inches tall. And I'm going to write secret missives. But This is how I'm going to tie the rest of the village to me. Each of you little bastards is one of my spies.
Oh, yes.
And then we start handing secret missives from one noble to another, or like another way to tie the talks of town to the craziness that is.
Yeah.
And then
I love that.
the way that I'll do it is I will turn around and I will tap Lord Robert and say, sir, my lord, we've received word. And then go into a bit and just sell that talk of the town with more authenticity. But then,
I love that.
Then we start passing secret notes. And I mean, dude, it could be something stupid like I hand you a note and you read it and it says something on the inside like, I hate your stupid face. You know, but it's whatever the talk of the town is, or something like that. You know,
I love that though. That's amazing. And we just chain it. It's like a scavenger hunt, but you actually have to like find the people to get your next clue, your next step.
It's the reverse of the red
The little red
yes,
handkerchief
the red
thing.
hanky.
Yeah, it's the reverse of that. Instead of wanting to avoid it, now you're like wanting, and then what I'm really doing is I'm setting somebody up because I'm going to hit somebody with that, because all of a sudden everybody's going to be wanting things from me, and then I'm just going to slip them that handkerchief inside.
You're diabolical.
Oh, dude, I play chess with people.
And they call me a charlatan.
No. You are a charlatan.
You are.
I am simply a traitor from the
I
East.
don't call you that. It is the truth.
It is the truth. Not only do we call you that, we adhere to that.
Yes, we do.
We believe it.
Yes.
Which does lead us to a bit of foreshadowing for this upcoming year.
Unfinished business, if you will.
Yes.
Dun, dun, dun.
Yes. So it during the off season, so Fin Phlam sent a whole crate of dripless candles to Lord Robert.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Per his request.
Yeah, per my request. But unfortunately, they only lasted 3 pages into my book, and I am less than pleased with that. So just know that this upcoming season, Lord Robert will be looking for Fin Phlam.
Surely.
Justice shall be served.
No, yeah. Well, it would be buyer beware. I let you know that.
It's so awesome how you just slip in and out of that character, man.
Yes. So just so you know, there's going to be a bit of tension between the two of us.
Yeah. It's fine.
I'm sensing a little bit of a crackhead there.
Not only does he have fleas, he invented crack.
I found some baking powder in the trash, and it's just very great. I love it. It's a great flavor. I'm not addicted. I just like the way it smells.
But I'll tell you, man, it was definitely awesome working with you and seeing the character just kind of evolve to the craziness. Because I remember the first weekend, both you and I were like, hey, how's it going? And then I was trying to meet as many people as possible.
Right.
And then it was like, oh, cool. And then I kept on staring at you, and I know I was like, this bastard looks familiar. And then I was like, okay, cool. Again, folks, remember the contest is down below. All you got to do, make sure that who is he related to?
Who am I related to?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. I'll give you a hint. It's not Big Bird.
Close, though. We're cousins.
Yes. Twice removed on his mother's side.
Yeah. A bit of a gap in the family tree.
Yeah. Not a lot of branches on that one.
No. He took the nest in the family tree.
Oh, wow.
All right, this has been fun. I'll see myself out. Thanks, guys.
Trying to see if I can turn this up a little bit more.
Yeah, likewise. It was a lot of fun to watch your character grow as well. And you're absolutely right. The first weekend in, we were kind of like still testing the waters. Like, hey, how are you? Wow, good day. How's the ocean? Wow, crazy ocean, right?
Yeah.
Wow, all right, see you later.
Right. And it was so goofy because like I remember my first interactions with people, and it was like all right, cool. I'm just going to do these hit and run things, and then as the season went on, I started getting bolder and bolder, and then Keith was like, "Dude, go, 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 go," and so we started getting wilder and wilder, and then then the season was over, and I was like, "Oh shit, dude, that was too fast."
The season doesn't last that long. I mean, unfortunately, it's 2 months, but for us, I mean, it might as well be 10 minutes. I mean, it's here and then it's gone.
Yep.
But no, so it's funny because I remember when my first year on cast, and I was like, all right, I'm going to do this, and I'm going to do this, and I'm going to do this, and then the gates opened. The gates opened, and I went, what am I supposed to do? I don't know what I'm doing. And luckily, I had a gentleman, John, who grabbed me and said, hey, walk with me, and he kind of trained me, and so that's same thing I did with Rob.
Thankfully,
I see he looked kind of lost, like, I want to go somewhere. I want to do something, but I don't know.
I had no idea, dude. I had zero clue on what the hell I was doing. And I was like, okay, cool. I know I'm supposed to do these things. And they told me, oh, yeah, you're on parapet with these guys. And I was like, okay, cool.
But
what the hell does that mean? And
I'm going to show up somewhere at 3:30 and hope for the best.
Keith was like, just follow me. I'll take care of you. I'll show you what you need to do. And I was like, dude, this is awesome. Like this is what everybody needs is like.
Let me show you where the water is.
Yeah, 100. Yeah, absolutely. And I'll tell you, from my experience, I have an anecdote to share with you. But did anybody ever catch you to the point where it was like you were gobsmacked, like you didn't know what to say next? Did you like? Customer wise, not a fellow actor.
Yeah. Yeah, there was this one guy, and it was a younger group, like early teens, maybe late 20s at most. But I was just trying to start a conversation with them, like, hey, who are you? What's your character? Where are you from? And they just hit me with this wild, like, left hook of, like, they said something like my family was murdered by barbarians, or like the Huns came in and like burnt my village down, and I've been like living on potato peels and crawling on my stomach to get here. And I'm like, all right, cool, we'll see you later, I guess.
I mean,
turkey leg, bye.
What are you supposed to do with that? Oh, I'm sorry. Would you like to trade?
Yeah, exactly. It's like, oh, shoot.
I have some macaroni.
Macaroni? Exactly. It won't bring your mom back, but it's crunchy.
I mean, I'm glad I'm not the only one that got gobsmacked, but the one that got me got both. In one fell swoop, it hit me and Keith at the same time. And it was one line.
Uh-huh.
It was a simple line. We were standing up by the front gate. I think we had just came down or were going up to parapet.
Yeah.
One of the two. And a homeboy rolls in through the front gate. He's wearing regular clothes, doesn't even look at me, looks dead at me, looks me up and down real quick and goes, oh, look, they even have a Confucius.
Oh, Confucius say you're an asshole.
The only things that came to my mind was expletives.
Yeah, I looked at Rob. Rob looked at me. I looked at the dude, and I'm like, well, that was kind of racist. I mean, that's the only thing I could come up with. It's like, I've got nothing.
I was so gobsmacked that I was just like, I'm just going to, I don't even know what to, and I was looking at Keith like, help me.
I've got nothing.
I've got nothing.
And that, ladies and gentlemen, is why all of the actors have their weapons peace-tied.
Yes.
Which, I mean, dude, come
I'm about
on.
to stab a bitch.
Like, that was just so wild and out of left field. And the dude just came in the door, and I'm like, whoa.
Yeah, he's ready to party and make some friends, clearly.
Right?
Oh, yeah.
Was he alone by chance?
No, he had like two other people with him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and they just, I mean, didn't even break stride. Just,
I
look, they got a Confucius, and just kept going.
And he kept rolling, and I think his buddy may have uttered, I'm sorry about him.
Like, dude, that's not cool.
But I had no response, so it was like, okay. You know, just like I was just like, okay.
Welcome to the fair, I guess.
Right? Right? And I'm just like, oh my God, what do I do with that? Nothing, let it go. And
Nothing.
that's so Keith and I proceeded on to what we were doing. And he just, like 15 minutes later, I'm just like, fucking Confucius, are you serious? All day long.
Rob stewed on that one for a little bit.
I mean, all day long, I was just like, God, dog it, man. What is that?
See, in order to avoid this next year, let's just give you a big name tag that
No.
says "Not Confucius."
No,
I like it.
I thought one step even further. What if I walked around with my own subtitles?
Oh my God, that's freaking hilarious.
Although I would not, if I do this, I think that would be a bit that I would do with you, where you have the subtitles, and I'm describing something, but you're like the subtitles read like, you know, as an advertisement for Fin Phlam's Trinket Trading Emporium.
That would be so funny and so easy to do if we just got like wood planks and painted them, but just had big binders. Like if we put a hole through it, and I could flip them. And oh my God,
we'll make it.
that would be so funny.
I'll see if I can get my buddy to burn that out of balsa wood, because then it's lightweight.
Oh my God, that would be funny.
But it would be hilarious.
Oh my God. And if we did it, I mean, this would be like creating a whole prop just for the bit, which
but
I'm all about.
I'm all about it,
do.
dude.
Yeah.
I'm all about it.
I've seen your backpack.
But if you, but if you like followed me around with the subtitles, and if I'm doing a bit with someone and I'm like, oh wow, you would love this item, it looks great, and you flip to a subtitle that's like, it's a piece of garbage. Don't buy it.
Oh, I love
This is
it.
the most valuable thing in all of the land.
Disclaimer: it's not.
It's a fake. It's a fake. I like it.
I honestly think that I think that the only thing that could really make Flynn, like we were talking about partners, the only type of partner that would work with Flynn is if you had a straight man.
It would, you know, and I know that it sounds bad, but as fast as you talk and as quick as you are, you would need like a Penn and Teller.
Almost.
Like you do all the talking, and then the teller character would be the straight man.
Yeah.
You know, that would be the guy
just
with the
one-liner.
signs. And,
or
you know,
a one-liner. You know, like
not even a one-liner, just completely silent, I think would be great.
hilarious.
Yeah.
It'd be
shooting
awesome.
sideways and looks at the crowd like, this guy, are you kidding me?
Exactly. Yeah.
Oh my God, so good.
I think that's
So
the
good.
only way that because I noticed you really don't, you kind of attach yourself to random court members. You don't really walk on with an actual partner.
No, I prefer to walk alone, honestly. And it's not for like lack of wanting to play with anybody else, but I want to be I want to be able to like pick someone out of the crowd and just
Play
like,
with them.
zero in and just start talking to them like organically and stuff
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah.
And it just happens if I'm wandering alone. People see my backpack. I'll listen for the word trade in passing by large groups, and I'll freeze and I'll go, I heard trade. Hello, anybody?
I like it.
So one of the other things that Keith and I are going to do, we're actually going to try this out at Arizona when we go down there for the 24th of March. I'm going to get $100 worth of dollar coins.
Ooh.
Because then we're actually in.
It's authentic.
Yeah, we're in
Real money, yes.
Yeah,
I mean,
you know?
it's real money, and we pay in coin because
And
that's how you pay.
We're going to pay people in coin, and we'll see how that plays off. Because I, as somebody that has worked at a booth before, not a Renaissance booth, but at a booth at a trade show, the most fucking annoying thing in the world is coins.
Yeah.
Oh my God, yes. Agreed.
But it's hilarious when it's part of a bit.
Yes.
And if that bit is, I'm in character, what do you want? That's even funnier.
Yes.
Well, that'll help too,
Oh,
because then
my
if we, when we walk around CRF, we can also flip coins to the musicians and
Yes.
that kind of thing. So
Yes,
the
and
people
that's
that you get
and
to
if
run
we
the scrolls
if
for
we
you.
buy something, then we go and we're still in character as we're in line buying our Scotch egg.
Yes.
Or whatever we decide to buy. But I think the more we can stay in character, the better it'll be.
the only trick I'm going to have is differentiating between the real coins and the Spanish doubloons.
It's gonna be it's gonna be two
minor
different
detail.
bags, my friend.
Yeah, it's
We're gonna be two different bags.
It's going to definitely be two different bags because otherwise I'm going to end up handing a kid like, here you go. Have a that's $1.
Oh wait, hang on.
No, you're gonna try to pay somebody in Spanish doubloons, and then they're gonna call Chad.
No, I don't think they'll call Chad. I think they'll just turn around and look at me and go, no.
Listen here, idiot.
Although I do have something for trade, sir.
Oh, we have an early trade.
It's
Oh, pray tell.
I can give you a spirit.
Oh, he's adorable.
He's a Kadama.
Yes, he is.
I-
little forest boy.
I got a bunch of them, so they're gonna live inside of my bag, and that's gonna be my trinket trade along with the scrolls and all the other silly stuff that keeps making me do.
Love that. I absolutely love all of the things that people make to bring to fair just to trade.
Yeah,
People
no.
are so
Creative, yeah. It's awesome when you can deliver something to somebody and go, here you go. Although
Here, I made this. It's
speaking
for
of
you. Let's
delivery.
trade.
speaking of delivery,
So speaking of trade,
yes,
and since I haven't,
listening. Trade.
yeah, I know. Well, since I haven't seen you, this happened in Santa Fe, and so they were the trinket trade down there was fairly big. Okay, so I don't remember exactly what I had, but I had something. And
bones.
I had bones, and because I played a bone fairy down in Santa Fe. And so,
Ladies.
yeah, right.
Little wings,
Little wings, yes.
big dude,
And then-
little wings.
And then somebody said, "Oh, do you have trade?" And I said, "Oh yeah, I've got these bones and da da da." And they said, "Oh, all I have is
a jawbone.
no.
What was it?
They gave me a ceramic toe."
What?
Yes, it was a ceramic big toe, and I was like,
What?
"Thanks."
Oh,
I still
Well,
have it.
thank
I
you.
kept it. I totally kept it.
of course.
Yeah.
Oh god, I've kept everything that people trade.
Yeah,
I've kept
I was
my
like, I cannot get
mark.
rid of my ceramic big toe.
No way. That's gonna be worth a fortune someday.
I know,
Especially
right?
with all the lore and the stories around it. My god, you have to.
I think what I need to do is I need to get you a canvas for you to set up the Fin Phlam's Trinket Trader Emporium.
Yes.
Yes. I would love that.
And what we do is because everything that you do, you have a story behind it.
Yes.
And so we could say that it's part of a sale that you've acquired from a person. We'll figure that out later, but and somehow you left them in the lurch because you have their only functioning sale that you're setting your goods on.
Don't worry, they won't miss it.
they were trying to give you the used worn one, but you didn't want that one because your things would fall through or whatever. But that could easily be done with just a canvas tarp.
Yeah,
Just
just
get
set
on-
it up in like an alleyway somewhere.
Oh
Well,
yeah.
you know where if you could get her to agree to it, right next to the Bubble Fairies shop.
Yeah. Yeah.
If you only did it for a couple of minutes, I don't think she
Yeah.
would have an issue with it. But because that's also a main exit or a thoroughfare,
Yeah, they may
Right.
frown upon that.
I think the other place
right.
that you could do it would be right by the aid station entrance.
yeah.
Yes. Somewhere around there. Either there or maybe if there's an alleyway that I can find kind of tucked up by
The elephants, yeah.
Yep.
Kinda
Oh
where
yeah, there's
shady
a bunch
stuff.
of them up there.
Yeah, I want to. I envision this being like noticeable, but also like out of the way because I can't be in the public eye because all I'm doing is like ripping people off publicly.
You don't want to draw attention to yourself.
No.
It's not like there's any guards that are going to come and take you away. What do you have to worry about? The sheriff?
Yeah.
You pay him and you're good.
That's fair. That's totally reasonable. Yeah.
Although,
no, I don't.
although I'm paying him more this year, so
The sheriff?
This is very
Yeah.
true.
because he has to. He's going to bring me Fin Phlam.
Bring me the head of that traitor. How dare!
Yes. I want a refund on my triplet scandals. I only got 3 pages into my book.
Look, I told you it was for short passages. Okay.
Yes, apparently so.
Very short passages.
That word there is based on your perception of what the word passage means.
Yes.
Yes.
I mean, I figured I had a whole container, so I thought it would last a little bit longer. But
You should have tied them all together.
oh, I should have. That would have been good.
See, that's the response from Flim Phlam, is you could have
really,
extended the time by tying them together.
Yeah, exactly. They're variable time candles.
Yeah. Yes. Yes. It's so dangerous when Rennies get together and start discussing ideas and ways to do things, because it generally turns into just craziness.
I'm excited. I've been excited for second season.
That's
second season.
That's why we do the podcast, because we haven't stopped doing fair.
Yes,
No.
fair has been every day. You know,
It comes with
we
me
get to do this.
everywhere.
Yes. Well, speaking of that, I was actually today. I was walking. I went and bought a bunch of chicken wings. So I made some hot wings because usually I try to feed people when they come over, and I'm walking around Walmart singing "Wild Mountain Time." Will you go, Lassie?
Great song.
Yeah, awesome song. I'm practicing because I have to sing that down in Arizona. That's the song that has been requested of me.
Ooh.
So I don't know the timing or the location yet because we haven't agreed on that yet. But at some point in time, Pandora, I'm going to sing to her. Preferably when the rest of the cast is around, because we already have a presence there.
Yes, we do.
I sent some scrolls down there. I hand wrote some scrolls and sent 2 love letters. One from Pedro Alvarez Cabral, who was a Portuguese noble, to the Lady Pippa, the Lady of Gloucester.
Bless you.
Yeah, it's English. I don't understand that. I'm Chinese. What do you want?
Yes, we know.
And then the other one was a letter to Kate from Taming of the Shrew.
Oh, lovely.
To wit, I have not sent a letter to Bianca. We're doing a reversal on this.
Yeah, I can see.
So our presence is already known down there because I sent these hand-drafted things. They're sealed in wax. I mean, dude, they're on my Facebook page. I went full send on it.
Yeah, as we do.
So our presence is already known, so this is just going to solidify things.
Amazing.
And I think what's going to end up happening is that this is going to open the doorway to, hey, can you guys come back next year for a weekend? Which is what we're kind of aiming for.
That's what our goal is.
Our goal is to be
Undoubtedly.
invited to festivals across the nation for a weekend.
That would be awesome.
All we want is just make us guest cast members, give us lodging, and if you can afford to get us airfare, then great. If not, then
Throw us a Scotch egg.
yeah, or 4.
Yeah, exactly.
I
I can be bought by Scotch eggs. I'll admit it.
Absolutely. I do not deny it, sir.
So anyway, I was walking around in Walmart and I was singing the song, and this random ass woman, and I should have known something was up because we were back there by the sodas, and she started slowing down, and she grabs her stuff and then she walks past me and she's like, "That's amazing. Keep it up." And I'm just like,
Aww.
cool. Still got it. This is awesome. But, living the festival every day, that was one instance. The other one is, I put together a playlist on Spotify and I shared it on our Facebook page, and Keith was at his work.
I play it at work. So
Duh.
it's just, well,
You
I
should.
mean, a lot of people know that I do the Ren Fair. So, but
At least the people that work there.
yeah, so I've customers that come in that know what I do, and there's other ones that don't. So they hear this, Renaissance playlist, and they're like, "What is this?" And of course, I've got incense going because I'm a Rennie and I enjoy my incense. And then sometimes someone will come in the door. I've got my incense burning, my Renaissance music playing, and I'll be like, "Hello, adventurer."
Welcome. You've journeyed far.
I always go back to the Deckard Cain. Hello, adventurer. Stay a while and listen.
Listen, yes, I
Yeah,
freaking
so-
love those games.
Dude, Diablo's amazing for those one-liners. It's the perfect in and out real fast,
Sprinkle it into conversation every now and then. See who the nerds are when they all poke up. Like, oh, hello. What?
Yeah,
Yes.
right?
Oh, I know that one.
Yeah.
I know that.
Oh, he's a nerd like me. And then they find out that Keith is like a fake nerd.
Yes, I'm not. I haven't dipped both feet into the nerddom quite yet.
Oh,
Yes.
pray tell.
He doesn't play any role-playing games or
No.
video games.
No.
What? Wait.
I know. Shocking.
I know.
Yeah, wow.
And he's only like 3 years older than me, so there's no excuse of age.
So I'm a DM, and so what I'm hearing is we need to do a little duo campaign with you guys.
Yes,
It's-
I am going. I already told Rob I would join him on a quest.
It's funny that you would mention this, sir. I too am of the DM persuasion.
Oh, I thought you were cool. I knew we could be friends.
The funny thing is that I actually don't do D&D anymore.
Oh.
No, because I actually, one of the things that I do is I do freelance marketing for a gaming company called Fifth
get out of
Epoch
here,
Publishing.
really?
Yeah, no, seriously.
Wow.
They've flown me out to Origins Game Fair. We drove out to Collinsville, Illinois for, what is that called? There's a festival out there. We went to one in Charlotte, Virginia. But we ran demos, and this is, as a DM, you'll understand the complexity that is. How long does your combat take?
Oh,
Like if you do
Forever.
a combat, like how many people are usually in your play group?
last time we were actively all together, there were 5 players.
Okay, and 5 players, and then probably wanting to keep the intensity up. You had what, 10 NPCs or monsters?
Yeah, give or take, or one like big beefy boy.
Yeah. And how long, like time wise, like actual real time?
A literal whole evening, like 4 to 5 hours
Okay.
straight.
What I'm going to say is going to blow your fucking mind.
Please.
I have resolved 15-person combats in as many minutes.
So, do you just like piss gold? Like, what's your superpower? How do you do this?
The gaming system that Fifth Epoch has, we call it the Fifth Epoch game engine. It moves so quickly, and it's you do a lot of work on the front end as far as like character dev and all that stuff, but the combat system is so streamlined because it's based in reality. We are not a high fantasy gaming system. However, you can basically take the engine and apply it to anything. I run a Firefly game.
Oh, how cool!
Yeah. So, and that's the one that I want to get Keith into because he's he's done the cowboy reenactment stuff and stuff like that, and it's something that's easy to relate to rather than the high fantasy of Gandalf and everything like that. Consequently, we've also ran Balin's Tomb as our as at shows for our demo.
Wow.
And this is something that really cracks people up because historically there is only one person that survives that encounter. Every single time it's the same character.